OCD has tried to kill me for all 30 years of my life. And after surviving 12 suicide attempts and fighting for my life every single day, I decided that if I was going to keep living, I'm going to spend my life trying to figure out why this is happening to me. I went from OCD having me completely housebound, a college dropout with a 1.83 GPA, to clawing my way out of that and becoming a neuroscientist to study this disorder, because I need to understand what is happening in my brain. In all of my work and training thus far, I keep coming back to the same questions. Why is this happening in my brain and not someone else's? Why do the same treatments help some people, but not others? As grateful as I am for recovery, why can't we cure OCD? And why do so many people relapse? And how can we possibly build better treatments if we don't still fully understand what's actually happening inside the brain for people with OCD? If you think about your brain as a transportation system of a huge city, we've got different brain regions that are kind of like different neighborhoods. We have all these roads and highways that connect them into networks called brain circuits. Every single thought you have, every single intrusive thought, every emotion, every decision, every habit, every compulsion, everything depends on information moving through that network. And then imagine the shit show of traffic across the city breaking down. How would you figure out why? Genetic studies have given us an incredible place to start, because it's like looking at millions of traffic reports and discovering that the same roads keep showing up over and over again. The thing is though, they still don't tell us what's actually happening on those roads. So the next step is to look at RNA, which is kind of like walking into the city's transportation department and looking at their construction plans. But construction plans are not infrastructure. A bridge can be approved for repair, but it could still never actually get repaired. So eventually, we've just got to walk out into the city itself. We have to ask, what's actually here? That's what proteins are. They're the physical infrastructure that our brain cells use to communicate with each other. Here's what blows my mind. We still know almost nothing about what that molecular infrastructure actually looks like inside the human brain. OCD is fundamentally misunderstood and not taken seriously as the deadly condition it is. And because of that, OCD receives 6 cents to the dollar for research compared to other conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, autism spectrum disorder, epilepsy that are equally, if not less, prevalent in the population. That's why OCD research is so behind. And answering that very basic question is exactly what my research is trying to figure out. Because if we can understand what has changed, and where it has changed, and how these changes are disrupting communication in the brain, we have a far better chance of building the next generation of treatments and ultimately saving lives. And the best part is, you get to help us answer one of the biggest unanswered questions in OCD. This work is not just about research or data to me. This is my life. And if my pain, my survivorship can do anything to help us understand this disease just a little bit better, then every moment of me fighting for my recovery and being here and doing this work is worth it. If you believe that people with OCD deserve better answers and better treatments, your support would make this work happen. You can learn all about this project and how you can contribute to make this research possible at the link in my bio.